While free agency starts to quiet down a little bit, we got Ian Rapoport going on the Pat McAfee show and giving a little bit of an update to the Brock Purdy contract negotiation. And basically lets us know that as it currently stands, there isn't necessarily anything that is imminent on the horizon. So, what does that mean? Is this going to be a process that lingers on and maybe drags on into training camp or something like that? I don't know. We'll see. But take a listen to what Ian Rapoport had to say on the matter. And there's also a 49ers insider who is also saying something very similar. So take a listen to what he had to say right here.
Purdy's the other part of that conversation. They're going to have to pay him. What's that number going to be?
Yeah, so I don't get the sense it's like imminent, but it's always coming. So like teams do budgeting on out. They know it's coming and they do have to account for it. You know, what's the number going to be is interesting. So Josh Allen got 55. Dak's at 60. You know, you got the Trevor Lawrence at 55. You got Jordan Love at 55. My sense is that's probably the target. Is it going to be high or low? I don't know. 49ers have been, you know, unless they get to a point where they like are right up against the season, they've been, you know, like with Brandon Ayuk last year, like that was a big contract. But generally they've been, you know, pretty conservative with these contracts. I'm going to be fascinated to see where this goes. But like in that range right there is where you're looking. I just don't know where it actually fits in.
All right, and Josh Allen obviously changed the game completely with $250 million in guarantees. Congrats to him and Brandon.
That was
So
a
I
nice
think
deal.
we get to the point in like these contract negotiations where like no update is kind of an update because nothing's imminent. Doesn't sound like anything's really moving forward. And it's again something that has kind of gone against both what like Brock Purdy has discussed and the organization has discussed about wanting to get this done quickly and efficiently and without any drama and all that stuff. And we're already starting to see this kind of be played out in the media and all that stuff. And you even had Tim Kawakami say, he said, from what he's heard, nothing is imminent. So basically saying the same thing. Atmosphere remains very good on both sides, says nothing is imminent again, but also there's no early skirmishing. So I think what he's trying to say is negotiations are par for the course currently, and hoping to see things pan out in the right direction, but nothing has necessarily moved all that much. So it's a fascinating scenario. It's a fascinating situation because when you look at the San Francisco 49ers and you look at where they currently stand, I mean, I'll pull up the dead cap figures right now on this team. It's daunting. And, you know, they're clearly shedding contracts left and right. Leonard Floyd was released today. Malik Collins was released before free agency. Javon Hargrave. So 3 of their 4 starting defensive linemen from last season are now gone. And when you look at this graph, you can see the San Francisco 49ers, they're all the way at the top with dead cap space, leading the league with 76.9 million in dead cap. And guess what? That doesn't even include Javon Hargrave's 7.4 million dead cap hit that will go into effect tomorrow when the new league year officially kicks off. So, what does that mean? It means that I think there's a lot of questions. Obviously, the dead cap represents money that is being spent to or being eaten up by players who aren't currently on the roster. So it feels like a reset, at least from a cost perspective. Hopefully kind of balancing everything as they prepare to pay Brock Purdy and then move into the future, kind of balancing the books against Brock's contract. I think the fact that they knew that there was, like, I think, an invisible deadline date, which was Brock's, rookie deal being up and having to pay Brock. And so I think that's why they went all in with a lot of the contracts, making sure guys were paid and trying to take advantage of the window to go get a Super Bowl while their quarterback was on a rookie deal. But obviously that's going to change, and they need to kind of shift a little bit. So, or a little bit, no, a lot, and we're seeing that shift happen in real time. So I think what's happening is that they're trying to recalibrate and reset the cap so that they can build around Brock into the future. At least that would be my assumption. And this year, we'll see. I mean, they still have some good pieces, but maybe these holes that we're seeing on the roster, they're not going to be filled by free agents. They're going to be filled by depth that's currently on the roster or the incoming rookie class. San Francisco 49ers have 11 draft picks. So it seems apparent, like more apparent as the free agency period goes on that, 49ers going to have to use a lot of rookies to be able to move forward this upcoming season. So we'll see how it goes, but let me know what you think about what is happening with Brock, the dead cap, and everything moving forward. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.